Good morning and welcome to morning meditations for this morning. Today we're going to look at Psalm 49. Psalm 49. And this is what I read in my Bible reading this morning. And so we're just going to look at a little bit longer of a psalm, so we'll just skim through some of the verses. But let's start in the very beginning. It says, "Hear this, all ye people. Give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world, both low and high, rich and poor together. And my mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be understanding." And down to verse 5, it says, "Wherefore should I fear in the days of evil, when the iniquity of my heels shall compass me about?" And so it starts off with a call to attention, saying, give ear, pay heed, whether you're rich or you're poor, anyone in this world, there's a message for you. And let's pay attention to this. It's going to be some meditations, some things that I've been thinking about, some wise proverbs and a little bit of figurative language here, but he says just pay attention to this and see what we're going to talk about. And then in verse 5 kind of sets it off, saying, why should I fear when the evil days come, when the judgment comes, when at the end of my life the iniquity of my heels shall compass me about. Saying, the evil that's following me, the consequences for my actions, when all this evil that is, it's on my heels. It's, we all have things in our life. We've all sowed things that we're going to reap. And he says, when that time comes in my life, and that's all about me, I don't need to fear. And I don't have to worry about that. And we're going to see, whether you're rich or you're poor, there's a solution for that. And we get right into that here in the next couple verses. And so the next couple verses then, he gives the problem that other people have to face. And so verse 6, he says, "They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him. For the redemption of their soul is precious, and it ceaseth forever, that he should still live forever and not see corruption. For he seeth that wise men die, likewise the fool, and the brutish person perish and leave their wealth to others. Their inward thought is that their house shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beast that perish." And so he says, when the evil days come, when I have to pay responsibility for my actions, he says, I don't have to fear, and I don't have to worry about it. And he says, who does have to worry about it? Anyone who puts their trust in their own riches. Anyone who they put their stock in life based off of their own good deeds and in their riches and in who they are and what they are. He says, when it comes to the end of their life, no matter what they've amassed for themselves here on this earth, they're going to die. And he says, in fact, he says, it's foolish that so many people in this world, they've lived and they've spent their life building up their lands. They call their lands after their own names. They name property after themselves, and they just assume it's going to be in the family forever, and then they die. And they take none of it with them, and their family members make the same mistake. They gather it all in, they take it, they have the family name, and they're so proud, and all of their boasting comes from their riches. And he says there in verse 7, none of their riches can redeem a brother. None of their riches can stop a loved one from dying. None of their riches can pay off the redemption of someone else's soul. And it's a little bit of an image there of what Jesus has done for us. There's only one who could do that. And your riches can't do that. Your sense of accomplishment can't pay for anyone's redemption. They're still going to die. And their body will still corrupt, but their soul will still live forever, and we'll have to face that in eternity. And so we see a little bit of a warning there, and we'll just go to the last couple verses. If we go down to verse 15, it says, "But God will redeem my soul from the power of the grave, for he shall receive me. Be not thou afraid when one is made rich, when the glory of his house is increased, for when he dieth, he shall carry nothing away. His glory shall not descend after him. And though while he lived he blessed his soul, and men will praise thee, when thou dost well to thyself, he shall go to the generation of his fathers. They shall never see light. Man that is in honor and understandeth not is like the beast that perish." And I love how he starts off with the verse 15 there, that God will redeem my soul from the grave, and that God will receive me, and he'll redeem me. But all those that trusted in riches, they're going to perish like a beast, he says. And people, he even says there that on this earth, when you're living well for yourself and you're trying to make a name for yourself, he even says that other people, they'll praise you. The rest of the world, they'll love you for that. They'll say, you're doing good. You're doing a good job, great work. But they're still all going to die. And the only thing that matters for eternity is who's redeeming you. Is all of your trust in what you've accomplished here on earth and in your riches? Or as a Christian, can you just sit back and relax and say, you know, I praise the Lord that it's not up to my works. I praise the Lord that it's that there is one that redeems me. And I don't have to, especially a psalm it mentions the rich and the poor here a lot. You know, we don't have to worry about our financial state in life. We can trust that our spiritual state is paid for, and that's far more important. We can have rest here. Those that are successful down here, it's not going to last till eternity. And it should be a comforting thought to us, and it should be a chance for us to go back and praise our God. Well, thank you for joining us this morning. God bless you.